Hi Pisces, Marina from the Butterfly Effect. This is your reading for May 2024. It's for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. And on the dice, Pisces, aside from your own sign, you have got the Moon and the 7th house. So we are dealing with a relationship here, a contract, a marriage, a partnership, open enemies. And the Moon would suggest possibly it is a female, or we can be speaking about emotions. I think it's actually the body. There's something about the body for sure coming through here. I am reading for the Emperor, so that is a masculine energy. If that's not you, that can be someone significant in your life. It can indeed be your own boss, your husband, for example, your father. And there's definitely something going on with the body. Someone's physical well-being. It is very much physical is how I feel. I have got the vessel, speaking specifically of the body. It's usually the female body, it doesn't have to be, but it's the container, it's the cup, the stability. I then got the yellowing and Chiron, Chiron the healer, the wounded healer. Something is very difficult to heal. So this reading has a lot to do with someone's physical health and well-being. The yellowing is a card of warning. It's the canary in the mine, this what this refers to. It also speaks about aging. It's kind of like the beginning of the end of something. I'm not trying to frighten anyone here in terms of health, because I'm not seeing anything negative, quite the opposite. I'm seeing that somebody in the future is able to come out from probably a time of retreat, healing, recuperation, yeah. And I just feel that I don't think they're going to be able to, you or them, this person, Hermit in reverse. I just feel that it's almost like you've had like a time out, you know, in the past year. We're certainly getting over this with the Six of Wands. We're having some level of success in terms of healing. The Three of Swords in reverse. Somebody, you know, could have really had like a serious illness here. And it may well be that we have got some significant choices to make. It feels like a period of revaluation. You know, it's the beginning of the end of something. Now, the yellowing can relate to, you know, something that's reached its final stages of healing. I mean, the yellow can be the marker of growth, ultimately. It's the first rays of the sun, but it's a transition. It is almost like something's happened. Maybe we've had a wee scare, a health scare, you, maybe someone else. And I feel like it's kind of evaluating where we're at, because I think we've had some time to think about it, okay? The central energy for the month of May, Pisces, this kind of switches it up a wee bit when I get into this, but it almost feels like that's everything that's going on, like, you know, but this is your real world. I'm not saying you're re-entering it fully, but obviously there's, you know, life goes on sort of thing. Anyway, I've got the Queen of Wands and the Page of Wands as the significators. So this is the central issue for May 2024. The Queen of Wands can be a fire sign, but she's usually very passionate, very sexy, very attractive. This really could be somebody you're in a relationship with, because you do have the Lovers card here as well, but the Lovers is the obstacle. This is most certainly female energy, and there is some sort of sudden change going on with this female, and it throws up whatever change is being made, and it is big changes, or it's changes in some sort of power dynamic or with the boss. I've now got the Bear and the Emperor. Something sudden kind of happening. It throws up that we need to make a decision, and it's an important decision about relationships in general, or specifically this relationship, because something's changed suddenly and now we have an important decision to make. And I feel that we kind of don't know what to do about that when we've got the clouds coming through here. The clouds are saying we're maybe a little bit confused, or we're maybe a bit depressed, but I think we're seeking some sort of answer and a resolution to enable us to make a decision. Okay, let me take a bit. I'm going on. Hang on, where's it gone? So underneath it all, with the Fool being in reverse and the subconscious, that can sort of say that we're not quite ready for a new start. We're not ready to take a leap of faith into the unknown here. We can be very risk averse at this time. Do I just get this real vibe, and I could be way off the mark here? It's almost like an elderly person's had a fall, because I keep seeing the yellowing in terms of the bruising. You know, had a wee bit of a scare, had maybe a bit of an accident. It's certainly something they're healing from. But now I just said there's somebody who's like just a wee bit gingerly, you know, on their feet. I don't know. So yeah, it's like we're being very cautious about where we walk here, in case we like have a bit of a stumble or we make a mistake. Tell us why the Fool is in reverse underneath it all. We may feel we've already made a mistake. The Fox can be the card of mistakes, okay? It can speak about something to do with work here, but the Fox is manipulation, greediness. It's a very self-centered, taking energy. Okay, so we've got some sort of false flattery going on here that we need to be aware of. If it's in the subconscious, you're probably not aware of it, so this is something that needs to come up. It could involve an elderly person, sometimes a father. I'm reading for the Emperor, remember, and or this can speak about some sort of healing. But I just feel with when I see anything to do with healing and or you know, medical stuff with the Fox, it's somewhere where you always need a second opinion, where something might not be quite right. Or, you know, something's not quite right on the face of it. I'm just having a wee peek. So I'm seeing some stress coming through here, and I really do think that somebody could have been very, very sick or very depressed, or that's where we're at, you know, right now. And that maybe somebody's maybe not being honest about, you know, how they feel, because when the bookie can speak about renewal, you know. And I don't know, maybe somebody's taken an awful long time to get better. Longer than maybe they expected. So I just put my full card away. So up here in the headspace, what's up there? What's obvious? 4 of Pentacles in reverse. So we could be opening up about something. We could be spending money with the 4 of Pentacles. Something that we've, you know, maybe been keeping to ourselves. Crikey, the Coffin. This is an ending. And again, something we've been keeping to ourselves with the book. I mean, we could be opening up a bit of sickness here. The Coffin is a card of endings, but it's about closures. And it just brings a real heaviness into the reading. Actually, it is a card of death as well, but that's not what's happening here. It's more sickness than anything else when it comes through. And that's what we're opening. I'm seeing grief at the base of the deck here. Crikey, Pisces. Pisces. Pisces, the Coffin. First one. Trickery, impasse. The trickery is down here. The trickery is the Fox. The false flattery. As I say, something not quite right there, and I think somebody might make a misstep. There's most definitely a difficult decision that's coming up. 4 of Pentacles, are we revealing this, or do we know? No, you see, it's also hidden. We're trying to find something out up here, and we are being, I think, kind of deliberately thwarted from getting the answers that we need, the information that we need. Right, so something to do with work here. Somebody's insecure about their position in the workplace. It could be the Emperor. I do have the Boss here. And that would normally throw up a lot of characters straight off the bat, doesn't it? So in the future here, I am saying that, you know, I think somebody... I mean, as much as the Hermit's in reverse, and that can be, you know, coming back out into the world and reintegrating ourselves, reconnecting with the 4 of Swords here. Future. Hermit reversed. Wow, completion. isolation. Do you see what I mean? I really feel that somebody's dealing with something very difficult here. I mean, my completion card is about, you know, going to a funeral, and something is most definitely done. I don't know why the guilt's here. Why is the guilt here? This is a man, and it's about a meeting or a place. And then we have the Devil. So like I say, in the future, the Hermit is not about, you know, coming back out into, you know, public life in some way, or getting, you know, back to work or reconnecting. Someone's very, very much still in a deep state of healing here with the Four of Swords. And carried on over here. And, you know, like I say, or I did say, I don't know, it feels like you're not able to get back the way we were. It just feels like something's kind of permanently changed, you know? When something's kind of rocked your world like that, everything's just on its head for either permanently or for a very long time. So I'm seeing that someone's dealing with something quite difficult here, and they're still feeling isolated, or they are indeed continuing to isolate themselves in the future. In terms of how you're seen, Pisces, and again, obviously this can be a cross-watcher reading, you'll know who you are, is the Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles is a very abundant card. It's single, it's self-sufficient, it's self-employed, it's a, you know, it's a state of luxury. So in terms of how you're seen, and obviously I could be reading for someone else here, you know, you kind of look sorted. You certainly don't have any money worries, put it that way. Miracle. A miracle is a card of rewards for, you know, past good deeds, basically, and for honesty. So in terms of how you're seen, or indeed maybe even how you are, I think this is someone who's very secure. It's very secure, at least financially. And, you know, the Nine of Pentacles is also a very good health card. So I don't know who's in the reading that's had some sort of health issue, or is having a health issue, or is dealing with some sort of degenerative illness. Because the environment is the Nine of Cups. So as much as you're the Nine of Pentacles, your environment is one where maybe we're not getting a lot of satisfaction. It's not a lot of pleasure. The specific Nine of Cups is about giving something your blessing, giving a marriage your blessing, giving a relationship your blessing. And it's in the reverse, Nine of Cups. The Hangman. So it just feels kind of depressive, honestly. So we've got definitely something to do with work, or effort, or what we're working on. Don't know how that came out. I'm feeling kind of stuck. I feel somebody wants to move on, wants to do something completely different here. So I see someone who's leaving. I mean, money doesn't seem to be an option for you, Pisces. And your environment is one where someone is leaving something that is suboptimal. They're not taking any pleasure in what they're doing. It's maybe something they've been doing for a long time with the Hangman. They've been, you know, yeah. I mean, it is in reverse. Kind of similar vibes. There but not there. Going to get there. Change of direction. Might be sudden. Something's happened and somebody is making a big changes, really. I don't know if they're quite physically able to do it yet. But ultimately your environment is somewhere where somebody is leaving either what they were working on or their actual workplace. Yeah, okay. And again, I'm seeing that somebody's hoping here, Page of Cups reverse and the Nine of Pentacles reverse, is to kind of not work for a bit. You know, the fear is whether we can balance our finances by maybe giving up something on the work front, or giving up a stream of income, or reducing, you know, our hours, taking on a less paid job, something like that. Because then the outcome, so now, as much as I keep saying Nine of Pentacles is great and how you're seen is financially sorted and physically well, there's definitely some, you know, fears here in terms of work and income. And the outcome is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So we might be impatient for things to change, but this is my difficult work decision card, or it's a difficult decision around money. It's a difficult decision in terms of what we invest in, but it can also be the bad investment or an investment that's gone wrong. We don't want to throw maybe good money after bad. This is the outcome, Pisces. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Sorry, I do feel that was a wee bit disjointed. Maybe it's not to you. I hope not, but anyway, Seven of Pentacles reversed. It's just sometimes difficult when, you know, you do general readings, and then I'll go down a story, and then a Pisces that I personally know will drop into my head, and I'll try and pop them out my head, and another Pisces, and I try not to bring it in, but then I just see all these different ways it could go, that it's difficult to just keep one storyline going. So we're having a very good conversation here. I think gosh, I've been saying it for days, a clearing of the air. So there's conflict and there's a dispute here, and there's something difficult here. Maybe in terms of transport, about where we go from here, or physical movement. And we're having somewhat of a enlightening conversation. This is a conversation around success. It can be taking some sort of professional advice with the birds. Let's say owls specifically. Okay, it's definitely to do with a health matter here, okay? Health and well-being is what this card speaks of. This can be therapy and counselling, and again, we're clearing something here. Or, you know, maybe just like some sort of professional advice in terms of business or in terms of employment. But yeah, there's somebody speaking about their health here. Somebody basically has some sort of hope and wish. This is also a card of healing. So there's I just feel that something happened and somebody wants to change it. So there's the hospital, straight up. There's the hospital. Or it is to do with business or something that's happened in the past with somebody's health. And I think there is just a period of re-evaluation and a lot of talk. Pisces. Something very difficult there, something painful. Well, let's take you some advice and see if that brings it in. Actually, I didn't use one of these, and I've been using them recently, so let's have a quick peek for Pisces. Please do like, subscribe, but I'm also running a little offer this month to try and increase the comments, which are pretty low. And anyone who does comment on any of my monthly videos, their name will go into a hat, and I'll do a mini read for that person at the end of when I finish the readings. It should be next week. All right, Pisces. And pick one. If you don't come. Seeing a room with meetings, clear out the old and shift your energy. I think we've had it. Did I not just say clearing? I feel like that's literally all I've been talking about for 5 days straight. Something needs to be cleared. Alright, well, so we have to wait for important information from the Lord, or I'm reading for the Emperor, who is the Lord, and this is about taking charge with authority. But we do need important information. This is the Oracle. So, you know, it can be, you know, getting a reading, for example. It can be a dream, or it can be, you know, just straight up waiting for important information. I'm going to read this clear out card. If I can find the book. What do I do with that book? Clear out the old. Yeah. Okay. Whatever you're experiencing now is a creation. We've definitely had this in the daily readings. Excuse me. Now, is a creation that you have brought into existence from past thoughts and feelings. While in this moment it may have caught you up, you can let go and begin to dream of a new reality. Let go of the aspects of this creation that no longer serve your purpose. Release what has gone wrong in the past. Release also any material possessions that do not serve the new dream that you want to create. Know that where you are now, you can create anew and begin again. Yeah, that's literally it. But there is still important information coming from the Lord, but yeah, that's it. If I haven't explained it properly, I do apologise. It is now quite clear in my own mind. But I'm not getting my worms out today, so I'm going to leave it there. Have a good month, and I'll speak to you soon.